Thanks for staying with us. So we have the Zonal Commanding Officer, RS2 Lagos, overseeing FRSC activities in Lagos and Ogun states, with nearly 3 decades of experience in road safety and security administration. She's a fellow of the Security Institute, FSI, National Institute for Security Studies, NISS, and many more. Welcome with us, Assistant Corps Marshal Ann O. Oladayo.
Standing ovation we should give.
Salute.
No, you don't salute without the headdress.
Okay.
Unless you have to just do like that.
Okay.
Esprit de corps.
Yes. That's amazing. Thank you so much for joining us today. Wednesdays, we usually do Women We Love, where we bring women from different, aspects of life, different industries who are doing amazing, different organizations who have gotten to a certain level so that they can inspire young people, inspire women out there who are thinking that probably their life has ended because either they got married or life happened to them and they're not able to pursue their goals. So you are in the FRSC and you are well put together. So let me start by asking you, what is this thing you have with you here? Because when it came in, I was scared that, are you sure they will not do kaka in the studio today? So explain to us, please.
Nothing cannot do anything to you.
Okay.
It's part of our dressing. Use it to work. Gives you that stability and integrity and
courage.
Voice.
Wow.
The courage, the voice.
Wow.
Yeah. So
because when you walked in with that stick, I knew that you were important.
Serious
majestically.
I want to mess it.
No. I tried not to.
We
are safe with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But let's talk about
to maintain balance.
Okay. Yeah. Amazing. Go ahead. Chika.
3 decades. I'm just in
Almost
so much
3
excitement.
decades.
Yeah, almost 3 decades of 7 in the Federal Road Safety Court. Tell us, just if you had to put it together very succinctly, your experiences so far, how you got into the service, how it's been. Just take us on the journey, really. A very short, compact journey of your experiences so far at the FRSC.
All right, my ladies, thank you for that question. I actually started in 1996. I entered in 1996. And prior to that time, I started a master's program at the University of Ibadan. But fortunately, I got this job in Abuja. I was staying with my cousin in Abuja. So there was this offer that road safety, they're in the camp, trying to recruit people. I just said, okay, I showed interest. And lo and behold, I got employed in 1996. I trained at Enugu, 1996. Okay. And I started the journey. My first posting was to Jos. Yay. I was like, all the way from Lagos, Ibadan to Jos, how would I cope as a single person? But I went there, and the first appointment was a zonal surveillance officer with my one.com, one peep like that. And I was like, it was more like a very enormous task for me to, I said, how do I, but I thank God I was able to, flow, and I did my best then in Jos. That was 1996. Then over the years, I've gone through a lot, moved from one place to the other. I've served in Oyo State. I was the first female unit commander in Oluyole. There's a unit commander along Lagos-Ibadan Express. If you are coming from Ibadan to Lagos, I served as the first female unit commander there. That was in 2015. Before then, I was the sector head of driver's license in Oyo State. And then I also worked in the Oshogbo as PR officer, public education officer in Oshogbo. And I was an intelligence officer. There's this unit we call intelligence unit in FRSC, just like the DSS, like that. We also have that in FRSC. So I worked there for almost 5-6 years. Then recently, I served as a secretary of the board of a National Road Safety Advisory Council headed by the former Vice President, Oshibajo. The document that we came out with was a National Road Safety Strategy, a Nigerian Road Safety Strategy document. I was the secretary of that secretariat. And we came out with that document. It's a working document for Nigeria on transportation. It was approved by the Technical Working Group of transport commissioners all across Nigeria, and also by the governors and the FEC. That document is there. It's one huge document like that. It's so
it's huge,
very
it's
rich
robust
document. So I worked there, and then I also worked as a corps commander in charge of Print Farm, where driver's licenses for the whole country were printed, is being printed. I was there for like 3 years precisely. From there, I was moved to Nigerian National Driver's License, where I also headed as a corps commander. I was in that position before I was posted.
All right, so I was
as an acting zonal commanding officer. That was in April. But by May, the appointment was confirmed with a promotion as a substantive zonal commanding officer.
Wow.
So yeah,
congratulations.
I wanted to find out, 30 years is a long time. Is your profession, is almost like a 3-part question, but I'll just try and fuse it. Is your profession in any way related to your course of study in school? That's one. And then the second one is the job. Did it come as passion or for sustenance? Is this job for passion or sustenance for you?
Well, let me answer the second one before the first one. It's a passion. Because when you see the rates at which you see people dying on the road, there was a particular incident I can never forget in my life. I was a patrol officer then. I was just a younger officer. We went on patrol and then there was a crash. There were crashes, multiple crashes. And we had to move people from the scene of the crashes. I was patrol leader. There was this woman that we carried in the vehicle, and she was like begging me, please, officer, don't let me die, don't let me die. Very beautiful woman, spotless woman, you can imagine. And she died.
Oh my
right there. I was like, initially when I started, I could not face, seeing the scene of crashes, seeing dead bodies. I was even as a commander, as a patrol leader, I would want to run away. So that one really made me to feel like, oh, this is somebody, human being like myself. It's a passion. I started it not for sustenance, but as passion. I was passionate about the job, and I'm still passionate about it. Nice. Then coming to the other one, you said related. I studied geography. Over the years, I've gone through a lot. I studied geography as my first degree at the University of Ibadan. Geography, the story of geography, cut across all. You have geographical information science, which I studied at the master's level at the same University of Ibadan. Then I also went to do peace and security studies at the University of Ilorin, or currently security and strategy at Nasarawa State University at PhD level. So geography is interrelated, is more like a diversified, cut across all. In FRSC, we have different units where you can, it doesn't really have to be your specific, the particular course I studied in school. We have a lot in FRSC. We have medical doctors in FRSC. We have geographers in FRSC like myself. We have computer scientists in FRSC. We have pharmacists, and we have a whole lot of people in FRSC. So my course of study has a lot to do, especially as it has to do with real-time gathering of information, because geographic information system talks about what happens at a particular point in time. Like I told you, maybe in the course of the discussion, you will discuss about our dashboard. Dashboard, this particular place, maybe in Lekki or Victoria Island, there's a crash there, you see it. Just like that. So this is more of like relating to the course that I studied.
Can I ask the final part? I'm sorry.
Don't be afraid.
Okay, so being a woman in this almost male-dominated profession, how have you been able to fare so far, especially seeing that you've moved to the higher rung of the ladder? How were you able to fare?
Oh, well, let me say that it's been good all the way. It's been good all the way. In all fairness to my organization, my organization is a gender-sensitive organization. As I am here now, we have 3 women as zonal commanding officers. We have 12 zones in FRSC, just like the police too. There are 2 zonal commanding zonal commands. And there are 3 women. Myself in RS2, there's another one in RS5, she's a woman. And recently, the woman in FCT, that is RS Zone 7, she's also a woman. So we are gender friendly. I don't have any problem. We don't have no harassment in FRSC, no sexual harassment in FRSC. We are given the opportunity just like the men. Especially You know, everything boils down to leadership.
Yes.
And the current leadership of FRSC is no, gender friendly, gender, no, just talk
Could it be
about
because of the uniforms, though? Because everything is covered up.
Yeah. No, but I was going to say,
you don't know whether this one is a woman or a man.
Yeah.
But you saw me as a woman when I entered.
Yes, exactly.
but you know, a woman in uniform, first thing she,
Exudes.
you know, no, not just exude, what
Embodies.
you
Portray.
elicit immediately is just
Okay.
respect. That you're in uniform, you know, we immediately assume that it's a person of integrity and discipline, you know. And I would like to, and many times, you know, as Nigerian citizens, we have issues with how some people in uniform have carried out their work. We feel like it does not show that professionalism, that integrity, that discipline. Could you tell us what sort of person is ideal to be in uniform, or by getting in there, are there trainings, are there things that are taught them to bring that side of them, you know, to be people of integrity?
Talking about women or generally?
Just generally, as human, as Nigerians. And finally, are Nigerians, do they understand the importance of having to wear this uniform? Have you seen in your colleagues, or I know you're not going to say anything bad about anyone, but you know, are you proud of how maybe your colleagues, subordinates wear this uniform and carry themselves?
Well, I don't know what you're driving at, but I know that.
No, I'm not driving at anything
Just
negative.
curious.
I'm curious to know how, you know, if something you're you know, when you're proud of, or if there's things
What
you
are the
wish,
attributes?
or some things you wish we did differently, and then also are there things that you wish those of us in uniform understood about the challenges that you're going through, and maybe have more empathy for how you're carrying yourselves? Maybe
Well, thank you for that. I think personally, as a woman, there has been a lot of challenges in the course of the job. And over time, you know, you learn on the job. You see a lot of things happening around you. Sometimes, even when you're in the office, because I could remember when I started freshly as a young officer, you see people coming to say like, they don't want to talk to you. They want to talk to the men. You understand that kind of thing? They want to, and you are the leader of that team. So can I have audience with this person? So you feel like, are you trying to ridicule, look down on me, you know? Sometimes they even try to body shame, you know. Sometimes, yeah. So, but over time, some of us, like myself and some of my colleagues, we have outgrown that, especially the women. And all I can just say is that being a uniform person doesn't make you different from any other person. We don't see ourselves as women in FRSC. We call ourselves women in men in skirts, women in trousers. We are all the same. You understand?
That's
so
that uniform.
There is.
Did you say men in skirts?
No. Women in
skirts.
Women in trousers.
Women in trousers.
We wear trousers. We also wear skirts.
So
there is no difference between the men and the female. We are all the same. And all I would just need to say here is that the women, my colleagues there wearing uniform, should just embrace it. That we are women doesn't make us lesser than the men. We have to work together as a team to achieve the set goal for the different organizations. I hope I'll be able to answer that.
Yeah, do you think that we appreciate the importance of this uniform?
Yes.
I think they do. Let me help a bit
They do.
there.
And you know, to a large extent, some of these men feel threatened. Men looking at you that, woman, what can you offer? Well, it's not supposed to be like that. We work together for the same goal.
Okay, we'll take a breather here. When we come back, we'll continue this conversation. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're still speaking with A.C.M Ann O, and I'd like to ask you, you've been in the FRSC for close to 30 years now, and I'm sure you've seen some form of growth. And I'd like to know, how has the FRSC improved in their services over the years, especially with the fact that I know that there's a new app that has come out to help, you know, in their service to Nigeria.
Yeah, well, I must be very sincere with you. We have grown over the years, and every year we come up with strategy goals. This year we have 3. The first one talks about reducing fatality by 10%. on our highways. Then the second one talks about, strategic partnership, collaborating with our partners. Then the last one talks about digital innovation. That's one I really want to emphasize on, the mobile app. The mobile app was launched recently in FRSC, and the essence is to raise awareness. People don't know, some people don't know what actually we do in FRSC, as in, do we have any digital platform where we can relate with FRSC? Yes, we do, apart from our website. You can also go on the website to see the mobile app, to see what we do there, or download it on the app to see Play Store. Download Play Store to see the mobile app. So the essence of this mobile app is to raise awareness, to sensitize drivers, and then passengers on the potentials of and causative factors of crashes. That's number one. Then we talk about promoting road safety. If you log into that mobile app, you see a lot of activities going on there. And also lastly, to improve crash reporting. If there's any crash anywhere, you report it through that mobile app. So
so that you can get on it.
Exactly. So is a kind of improvement in FRSC.
Definitely.
We have had a lot. We've had like a mobile app. They call 122. If you get to a crash scene, you can pick your phone. It's a toll-free line. Just call 122. You'll see people between 3-5 minutes responding to the crashes. So we have that, and then we also use body cameras. You see how people wearing body cameras. We use that. Then in our driver's license centers, the app that we use, we have a lot in terms of digital innovations in FRSC. So we have come a long way. Every year we come up with new innovations, different things that we come up with in FRSC.
We don't hear all this.
to know.
The one that we hear about is the one that they stop you and they ask you for something.
That's the one that
Is it everyone?
For now, it's a gradual thing.
Yes.
We have it in Abuja, then some parts in the country. You start seeing it.
That's the body camera?
Yeah, the body camera.
Amazing.
You're wearing it now.
No, I'm not wearing body camera.
Are you planning to do something bad?
Our patrol men, no, you will see.
Okay.
It's not hidden.
Part of the innovation we're talking about. So the mobile app is actually very good. It helps. Like you now, you can just Google and see what are they doing at this particular time, what is happening. I have a report to make.
Because I've used this platform, I've said it that I've always to agencies like yours, like we need somewhere where we can make a report.
Yeah, you can.
In real time, and it will be attended to. So I feel like my voice has somehow been heard. So.
And aside from that, you can also see the Servicom officers, our desk officers. They are there. Any office you enter, you see them there. You can just leave your complaint. Then the 122 is also there. You can also call.
Okay, let me come
if you
to
call
Shika.
now, they will answer you.
Yeah.
You can call now, they will answer you. I'm sure you know that.
All right, so I would like to talk about women in leadership positions, women in uniforms, right? So, as we all know, as the world continues to advance, we're trying to break stereotypes.
Yeah.
So some people still, in spite of that, have the notion that when women enter leadership positions, it's very hard to perform as hard as the men. Sometimes they link it to the fact that as women we're emotional creatures, and so that comes into play in how we deliver our jobs or perform. What would you say to that? Because I know that some people, for instance, like road users, they would rather get into the hands, if they've committed a crime, they'd rather get into the hands of a male service person.
You are very right.
They will say, just by looking at her face just tight. So what?
Maybe she will not be
maybe she's a hormone. Maybe she had a bad day with her husband. So do you agree to those sentiments?
Men are easier to deal with. See, let's
to a large extent.
I'm generalizing.
Honestly speaking, to a large extent, that's true.
Okay.
Because I think when I was on patrol, let me use my example.
Okay. And we like the
if I
honesty.
catch you, you will not go.
But is that because you're a woman? Sorry, is that because you're a woman?
We like to be
She's a woman of integrity.
We like to be thorough.
Women like to be
don't
thorough.
Compromise.
Yeah.
We don't compromise.
Yeah, women are
I'm
thorough.
not saying the men compromises. No, I'm just saying
we are
that
talking about
women, we are
yourself.
talking about ourselves, women now. We hardly compromise.
Yes.
We hardly
Women are more
compromise.
strict.
If you say a woman, once you are stopped on the road, before I can stop you, I must have cited something that you've done wrong. So if I cite you and I say, okay, I would politely talk to you, you have committed this offense, some other person might like to, just politely, and I'll be booking you like that.
Well, can we smile when we politely
book you?
Yes. I see me
because
smiling
you don't
now.
smile. Women don't smile.
No, we should smile more. Women, please smile more.
When you're booking.
When you're booking.
I was going to say that this is not about you now, but what I see, most of the time, it seems when you get to a checkpoint where you have road safety, they do selective screening. You see smoky buses, that's assumption. It's not assumption, it's my view.
Experience.
So you see smoky buses, conductors hanging, and they don't get to stop them. And then most of the time when they just see my white car, they started flogging me from Santa. And I'm like, one of them stopped and said, but see this bus now, see how it's smoky. He cannot attend to the two at the same time. So my question is there a better way or a more humane way of handling the ticketing of offenders? For instance, most of my guys, I know when they want to catch them, or most of those riders, when they want to, and sometimes there's accidents, the way they stop people and the way they administer, sometimes they just take you, sometimes they take you along with all the packages you have and they take you to the office, they lock you up, sometimes they leave you for the, is there a way that tickets can be given there on the spot and you allow people to do their businesses? Because most of the time, it has affected businesses. As I'm talking from the logistics part now, where you have like 10 or 15 packages and then they take you to the office and you're
for the whole day.
For the whole day. Yeah. So is there a better way to do it technologically?
Yeah, well, I'd just like to tell you that being in a logistics business, you need to make sure that you do your things properly. Register your bikes or whatever you use properly.
Complete papers all the time.
Make sure your vehicle licenses or driver's license, as the case may be, they are properly registered. You have them. Your riders have whatever they're supposed to have so that they are not stopped. Even if they are stopped, probably citing one offense or the other, maybe something happened to the bike or your vehicle, the mirror, anything, whatever they must have stopped the vehicle for, they would confiscate those items, the original papers, and allow you to go. It is only when you don't have the original papers that they impound your vehicles. If you carry the original document,
we will not, because Abigail is ready to ask more,
but we have
only
if you carry the original document, they would not impound the vehicle. Because it's only when you carry photocopies that we have no choice than to impound.
I know you are ready to.
There are some documents
but because it's also a women we love segment, we need to talk a little about your personal life. So how has it been being a woman in uniform and raising the children? Do you have children? Where are they now? And how has that been?
Well, it's not been easy balancing
both.
that, but I think over the years I've been able to balance that. And I'm a married woman. I have children. I have 2 boys and a girl, and they're all graduates.
Wow.
And so
you don't look it. Sorry, can we?
It's easy for me now to be able to.
How old are
It's easy for me now to really concentrate more, unlike in the early years when I was raising them. But now it's okay.
Now that they are older,
they are all graduates, so
they can handle themselves, and then you face your work and your career.
So I can face my career.
We have to
go. Proud of their mom in uniform.
They should be.
One or two should be watching.
Having your mom on the show.
Yeah. So I think I'll ask you your age after the. So you tell me, because you're looking too good to have.
I'm well above. I'm above 50.
What?
You don't say.
I'm saying.
Do you work out every day, ma'am?
I do that.
We know our people.
We know our people where we see them.
And you see, she doesn't have bulk.
We know our people. We know somewhere.
It's even my belt that's making it with bulky. It's flat.
Oh wow!
Your goals.
Thank you.
These are the mentors you should have, young women.
You have to go. Thank you. We're speaking with A.C.M Ann O Oladayo from the FRSC. Thank you for coming to share your journey with us. We appreciate you. And we hope and believe that with time, many of our young people will aspire to be in positions like yours. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much, ladies, for this. We'll take a short break now. When we come back, we'll move on to yet another segment of the show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.